Hi everyone and welcome back to HomeHeadChef. Today we're making an Asian style green onion pancake. I know what you're thinking, green onions, pancakes, they don't go together. This is not your average breakfast pancake. This is more of a side dish or an appetizer that you can serve to your friends or your family. We're gonna need a few ingredients, and about 30 minutes to let the dough rest, so let's step up to the cutting board and see what we need. Now for this recipe we're going to need 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of boiling water, a few tablespoons of butter, and about 3 to 4 green onions thinly sliced. Now in our mixing bowl or a food processor, we're gonna go in with our flour, and we're gonna slowly drizzle in about 3/4 a cup of our boiling water until this forms a nice dough. Now once the dough starts to form in the processor or your stand mixer, you're gonna add in the other 1/4 cup of water just to really bring it all together. Now we're going to roll this out onto a floured workstation and get it kneaded. We're gonna flatten this out and knead it together till we get a nice, smooth dough ball. Once the dough ball's together, we're gonna take it, place it in our bowl, and we're gonna cover it and let it rest for 30 minutes at room temperature. Our dough is rested for 30 minutes. We're gonna take it out and throw it on a floured workstation. With our bench scraper, we're gonna break this into 4. We're gonna take our rolling pin, we're gonna roll this as flat, or as thin, as we possibly can. Now we're gonna brush some butter all across it. Just like that. Make sure we get every bit. And we're gonna add in a healthy amount of our green onions. Now we're gonna roll it up nice and tight. Bring in our edges. Keep rolling. Stand it up. Seal it shut first. We're gonna smush it. We're gonna roll it out again, and we're gonna add a little bit more butter and green onions. Now we're gonna roll it up again. And what we're doing here is we're building layers, so that way it becomes nice and light and crispy. Just like that. Oh, I forgot to fold in my edges. Stand it up. Flatten it again. I'm gonna go about maybe a 1/4 inch thick. Now I'm gonna bust out the rest of these and we're gonna fry them up. We have a few tablespoons of a neutral oil like vegetable oil or canola oil heated over medium-high heat. We're gonna carefully lay our pancakes in. Woo, that was hot. We're gonna give it a shake and we're gonna let these cook about 2 minutes on each side. All right, the edges are starting to get nice and golden brown. We're gonna give this a flip. Careful, because we are messing with hot oil. Ooh, that looks good. Now we're gonna go about another 1.5 to 2 minutes on this side. All right, the other side looks good. We're gonna set this aside. I'm gonna cook up the rest and I'll meet you over at the cutting board so we can plate these. As they come out of the oil, we're gonna season them with a nice coarse salt. Pull these aside, grab our plate. Right here. We're gonna take them and cut them into 4. It's a nice sound. Take them. We're gonna arrange them like so on our plate. And I'm gonna do the rest and then we're gonna get a taste. All right, I'm excited. Let's get a bite. Man, this is good. They're super crispy on the outside. I'm sure you heard that crunch. The inside is nice and light and fluffy. It's got a very dominant green onion taste, but it's not overpowering. The salt just pops, helps the other flavors pop and come together. This would be great with like a sweetened ginger sauce or something like that. Hope you enjoyed this recipe. If so, hit that thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you want to support the channel, head on over to our Patreon account. I hope you do. It helps us keep making these great videos for you guys. We'll see you in the next one.